If you're lucky, you'd be born into wealth. The rest of us will have to create our own wealth with or without a few helping hands along the way. But to amass wealth, you'll need to answer some deep questions. Your answers to these questions determine what actions and methods are going to work really well for you. Now, these questions may seem harsh, but they're necessary for you to truly assess where you are and where you want to be on your wealth-building journey. Let them serve as guideposts. They'll force you to examine your preconceived ideas and challenge your biases about your focus and the hurdles that stand between you and success. So, here are 7 hard questions that you'll have to answer if you truly want to be wealthy. Do I truly want this? Your answer to this question determines everything when it comes to becoming wealthy. A lot of the time, people superficially say yes, but deep down, do you truly want wealth? Not just for the beauty that comes with it, but can you face the beast as well? We understand it's super tempting to say yes, especially with all the security, freedom, luxury, influence, flexibility, and status that comes with wealth. But have you considered the flip side? Can you handle the years of delayed gratification, the long hours of work that you may need to put in? Can you stay committed to the process and the journey? Ask yourself, what really matters most to you? Picture yourself as wealthy. Do you like what you see? What are you spending your money on? What did your days look like? What was your lifestyle like? Your answers for wanting wealth will influence how you seek it. The closer your picture matches your life's goal, the happier you'll be along the way. As much as possible, always look up your reasons for desiring wealth with the most appropriate method of getting there. Keeping at the back of your mind, the answer to this question will help you stay committed to becoming wealthy. Am I willing to sacrifice? Harry W. Beecher said, "In this world, it is not what we take up, but what we give up that makes us wealthy." Like any other aspect of life, you have to make a choice of sacrifice. Whether cutting down expenses, reevaluating your spending habits, leaving a draining relationship, or even downsizing your living, you must make important decisions ahead of time, like where you have to save and where to splurge. You've got to be intentional with your money and your chase for it. Be ready to challenge your assumptions any day, anytime. If you need a smartphone, can you sacrifice buying a new one for a gently used one? Are you willing to buy a pre-loved French grinder and press to make your own fancy coffees rather than go with your $6 latte habit? Can you cook for yourself while letting go of eating out or use the bus instead of an Uber? On the other side, how much time are you willing to give? Can you adjust your personality to fit the challenges of sourcing your needs on frugal standards? Does this sound fun to you or just another definition of hell? You have to be intentional and make sacrifices to improve the quality of your life both now and in the future. Will I invest in my personal growth? Becoming wealthy always involves investment. As much as making every cent count, it's necessary to invest in yourself, your career, and your relationships. Are you willing to do that? Never underestimate the returns you make when you invest in your growth. They compound and make your wealth journey a lot easier and faster. The sooner you undertake this ride, the greater your ability to grow serious wealth. But it's never too late to start now. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, be involved in voluntary services, and strive to grow. As you take these actions, don't forget to ask yourself, who is giving the advice? What are their starting circumstances and goals? How do I leverage them? Does this investment even fit my goals and values? There is no one-size-fit for all personal growth investment. That's why it's called personal. We all have different end goals and start from different places to meet those goals. So take a moment to consider who you are, where you started, what your goals are, and why you're investing. All of these checks will help you make a better investment in yourself. Am I willing to become someone worthy of money? The truth is, wealth is attracted to worth, and oftentimes our worth is influenced by our mindset, how we think and relate to money. Our mindset becomes central because it's the pivot of our behavior towards money and wealth. None of our behaviors or actions happen from nowhere. They always result from our mindset. Be real with yourself. Does your mindset about wealth support you and move you towards it daily? Do you think you're disadvantaged because you're late to personal finance, dropped out of college, or the career you wanted didn't come along? It's time to change those false mindsets and drop them in the dust. Listen, whether you're an entry-level worker or a highly decorated CEO, your money mindset is the major determining factor to whether or not you build lasting wealth. Your education or earning power should not affect your potential wealth creation. Anyone, Absolutely anyone can become wealthy if they have the right mindset and consistently save and invest money. The right money mindset is a clear belief of what you're supposed to be doing with your money and you actually doing it. What is my contribution? The myth, something for nothing or nothing for something. Well, it's just a myth. You've perhaps heard the economists say there ain't no such thing as a free lunch, and that's true, not just in wealth creation, but life in general. Nothing, absolutely nothing in life is really without contributions. In the same way, you cannot expect to be wealthy without your contribution. So consider, do you truly want to be wealthy? Then plan what you'll give in return. You've got to give something in return to get what you want. Any wealthy person you can think of contributes in one way or another. The thing is, we sometimes see the wealth without paying attention to their contributions. Contributing to service or focusing on helping, giving to or supporting others is an indispensable part of who we are. It's strongly linked to fulfillment along with growth. Understand that being wealthy isn't just about numbers and possessions. It's about adding and providing value to yourself and the people around you. Whether it's creating housing, building electric cars, or making shipping as easy as 2 days, wealthy people are wealthy because they've contributed in some way. Am I willing to fail? Wealth, like any other great accomplishment, never comes easy. If you want to be wealthy, you're going to fail. Spectacular failure sometimes. Have you made peace with that? You've probably heard of Steven Spielberg, and perhaps you know that he's won 3 Oscars, 11 Emmys, and 7 Golden Globes. Most regard him as one of the most successful directors of all time, and with $9 billion to his name, we tend to agree. But what you may not know is that the master of blockbuster movies was rejected twice by the Southern California School of Cinematic Art. Today's cinema guru was once a failure in school. In the words of the billionaire TV icon that was once fired from her first TV anchor job in Baltimore, Oprah Winfrey, there is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction. Have you accepted this mindset? Are you willing to let go of the fear of failure that holds people down from embarking on their quest for building wealth? Get back to your feet, identify what scares you, and face it. How do I know when I've gotten there? The $50 million Jimmy Ray Dean once thought all he wanted was an ice cream to eat. He thought if he could ever afford all the ice cream he wanted, that's as wealthy as he ever wanted to be. Well, you really don't know any better as a kid, do you? Just like Jimmy, though, you've got to have an idea of when you're wealthy. There's got to be metrics to check if you've hit your goal of becoming wealthy, because becoming wealthy means different things for different people. Are you considering a garden variety kind of millionaire or a Bill Gates kind? Knowing when you've gotten to where you want isn't just about a specific amount in the bank. Perhaps wealth to you means being able to afford short cruises now and then, or maybe owning your own sports complex. I'll know it when I get there isn't an answer to this question, because if you fail to define wealth for yourself, you'll never amass it. It'll keep changing and moving until you find yourself in an endless loop. Write down your answer with dates. Now you've got direction and focus. Remember, your mindset is the key. Tell us, have you asked yourself any of these questions? Were there any we missed? If you enjoyed this video, check out our other video recommendations to help build your wealth mindset. Please consider liking and subscribing and hit that bell icon so you'll know when we post more money content. See you in the next one.